a way of meditation. We begin. Imagine that you have the body of a bird, the bird of your choice. Then, like we do in all meditations, bring your focus to the junction of the base of the nose and the forehead. Concentrate and focus on your breathing, and now on the bird body, the bird of your choice. Once, for example, I will fly with you, so I have imagined a bird of my choice, and I am now focusing on the bird, the bird, focusing on my breaths, on this point, and on my body. And so I now open my wings and soar up the sky while maintaining the focus and observing the surroundings without judgment, just observing. And I soar above the sky. It's nice weather, and I go up, and then I fly, looking down. I give a strong voice, a sweet one and a loud one, while I am flying with the wings, flapping my wings. And I have now reached the garden where I often go for my morning walks. Slowly, now I am observing from the sky as I go through the entrance of the garden, observing it. And there are people who are walking, who are jogging, and it's full of flowers. The flower beds are full of flowers, and the fragrance is coming up. I flap around on the path where I go for my walks, daily walks and jogs, and this is nice. Mountains are running. Early morning, there are lights on the fountains. Some people are singing, and I keep going. There are nice statues. The water vapors are flying up. I keep on observing and flying above the path where I go for the morning walks and jogs, and I see this from the above. I keep going. I take, of course, I am a bit faster than the people who are walking and jogging. Children, teenaged, adults, old men, women. So children are playing, and old men and women are walking, some with the sticks. Slowly, different variety of people. Some are having their pets with them. Many birds are sitting on many birds are flying, and there is nice sound of the birds. I keep flying above that garden. Then I sit down on a beautiful tree high above, and as I descend, and sit down on the tree branch on with my weighted moves. I look to right, look to left, and I enjoy sitting there. The breeze is blowing, which I am feeling. I am facing the rising sun. The reason sun is rising, it's the nice orange red aura. I sit there for a while, and now I want to travel. So I decide to travel on a river, above a river, from the plains. Now I reach the river. Flying through the city, I reach the river nearby my place. And I start flying over the river. It's beautiful. Still it's morning and the river, the water is fresh, flowing with vigor. There are some boats. Some people are fishing in the early morning. Some are taking baths. Some animals, buffaloes are also taking bath. I fly along, slowly I glide along the river. Keep going. There is nice vegetations around the river, on the both sides of the river. And there are roads along the side of the rivers where the traffic is going, but not much traffic. Different type of cars, even bullock carts, trucks, some buses. But I'm enjoying. There is greenery, trees and shrubs on both sides. And the trees, many of these are laden with a lot of flowers of different colors and hues. I enjoy from above, from the sky. I'm enjoying all this while I'm going. Long distance I go, I increase my speed of flying and I fly at a great speed along the river, focusing entirely on my body, my breath, myself. Yeah, and now this, as the river is coming down from the hills, I have reached the side from where it is coming down from the hills, and I am going above. And now the beautiful hills, the rumbling of the water, the sound of the rumbling of water has increased. It's beautiful. The sound of flowing water is filling my ears, and the sight of the mountains, the valleys. Now the hills have becoming the mountains. I have reached the mountains, huge mountains from which the river is now serpentine. It's not a state river anymore, and the river is serpentine. I am going along with while keeping the focus on my breathing, on my body. My mind is just observing the beautiful ups and downs, curves of the hills, the vegetation, the flowers. Suddenly I find 5 eagles coming towards me. Now so I increase my size. As I increase my size of the bird that I am, those eagles become scared and they run away, fly away from me. And I keep my journey again. I come back to my normal size. I give a very triumphant, loud sound, and I keep on my journey. And now I have reached the peaks, the glaciers, from where the river had been melting. And there are a lot of waterfalls On the way, the snow is melting, the ice is melting and becoming waterfalls. I enjoy. I sit on a tree here. Wonderful water vapors from the waterfall are all coming up to me. And then I again soar up into the sky above the snowy hills, the ice hills. Wonderful, beautiful. Everywhere there is snow. The peaks of the hills are full with us. And I go up. Now I want to go to Mount Everest. So I go a steep soaring. I go above into the sky on those snowy hills, the rocks, the beautiful serene place, no pollution here. The air is so fresh and cold, and the environment is wonderful. My breaths are warm. I'm focusing on my breaths and my body and my wings. I go up the Mount Everest. I am now upside of the Mount Everest. Yeah, wonderful. I've reached the top of the Mount Everest. Yeah, let me sit here. I descend down and sit on the top of the Mount Everest. Beautiful, wonderful. I see nature and God, the topmost place on earth, the top of Mount Everest, the beautiful nature, God all around, peace and silence and beautiful wonder. I keep sitting here, this side. There is a snowstorm I see from a distance is coming. So now I don't want to get myself caught in the snowstorm. So I fly back. I fly back down the snowy mountains. I fly very, very quickly, maintaining my focus on my breath, on my body, the focus of meditation. And from there I fly back to the mountains which are green, full with vegetation. And so I again, in the thick of the jungle, I find a pride of lion below. So I descend down upon that pride of lion. As they are running, I fly over them. And I like them. They are so pride, are really proud. They are the kings of the jungle. They are very proud. In the early morning, they are running here and there. They are small cubs. One big leader of the pride, and there are young adult lions and many lionesses. Well, after a while, I decide to now go back home. So I fly back gradually back along the river, above the river, come back to my home and descend into my home. And as I descend back, I come down as a bird and change my body to normal human body. Yeah. Still focusing on my breaths and on the point between the base of the nose and the forehead and my body. Just being conscious of my body, my breaths and focusing on this point. I continue my meditation. I will continue my meditation for some more time, around 15 minutes, and you may too. If you like this way of meditation, try it. I will tell you many other ways of meditating also. Next time I'll tell you rock meditation. How can you feel like a strong rock? That will increase your strength. Now this meditation is special in itself that it relaxes your mind as you travel to the places. So this way we have gone to the river and hills and the garden. We will travel to other places on another time. You all the best. If you like, please press the like button, share it, and subscribe to the channel to encourage me to keep sharing my ideas with you. Bye bye for now.